This broadcast is presented to you by Mayo Clinic, the #1 hospital in the world.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back here to Habtoor Polo Resort and Club on a glorious afternoon in Dubai for the Dubai Golf Cup 2026 17th edition. And before we start this match, we'll quickly go to an interview with the director of Polo for the UAE Federation, Santiago Torreguita.
Thank you, Adam. And who doesn't know this guy that I have in my right? Santi Torreira is the Polo director of this tournament for a very long time.
Long time. Too long.
Leave it there.
But it's going good, so it's very good.
This year, with this Ramadan coming in the way and so many teams in the meeting goal, it's been tougher than usual to put all in order between the three clubs and the two leagues, right?
Normally, all the tournaments that we're playing now in a month and a half, 2 months, we almost play it in 3 months. But Ramadan in the middle is a bit more complicated. We have one tournament that we played during Ramadan in Gantour under floodlights. But yeah, it's a bit more difficult. Everything, all the season, it gets compacted into 1 month and a half.
About the level, I don't know if you were going to agree with me, but this year for the high goal, no one knows who's going to win. I mean, you can have matches that, you think, well, this is going to beat the other one, and it's the other way around. And it also happened the same in the 12th goal, or not? What do you think?
I think there is a a lot of competitive teams. Maybe Habtoor, that won the Silver Cup, is one little bit ahead of the others. All the others are very, very competitive, and you never know what the result will be. In the 12th call, we have the Ancora Lamar team that is very good. It's been shown during the season that is very good. But again, you have Al Basha, you have Bin Dry, you have a lot of other teams that are very competitive as well.
Do we have any news that you can tell of the idea for next year? Because Ramadan is every year is coming.
We're working at the moment. We're working on that. We have a draft program for next year. We're talking with the clubs and see what's going on, and maybe we put one of the tournaments after Ramadan.
So it's getting stretched back to what it was.
We will start this year the Federation Cup 12 Gold and the Silver Cup and the Emirates Open. They were very, very crunched together. Next year, the Federation Cup will be the beginning of the season like it was before, and it will have their own time. And then Silver and Emirates Open together. Then we have Ramadan. We will play what it used to be the President's Cup, that is Ventura International now, and after the Gold Cup. But this is a draft, so it's not at the moment. We're trying to agree with all the clubs, and we will see what happens.
Okay, thank you very much, Santi. It's been a pleasure, and we'll see the umpires are rushing up, so we don't want to be in the middle. Back to you, Adam.
Sebastian, thank you very much indeed, and thank you too as well, Santiago. And welcome back to our Polo Line viewers to Live Here Now. And so, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here, of course, at Habtoor. We can see there on the screen for our Polo Line viewers that Habtoor have had one match, 1-1, and Chirangiri had a game, so they'll be looking for their first win here today. And Habtoor will be in their red shirts, and we have Chirangiri out there in charcoal shirts. The teams have all warmed up and looking to get this underway. Fortunately, it's got a slightly overcast at the moment, which is very pleasant indeed, because it has been up into the 30s today. But we've got a nice cooling breeze. So we're looking forward to very exciting games. All these games, they really can't afford to have a loss, whereas it puts so much pressure on, with there being 6 teams here in this, the 17th edition of the Dubai Gold Cup. And so we can see on Polo Line, teams are starting to come together, or Habtoor are starting to. We're just waiting now for Chirangiri. But in the meantime, I'd like everybody to, of course, for our social media here at Al Habtoor, on Instagram, DXB, Polo Gold Cup, and also for Al Habtoor Polo Club, to keep up to date with all the schedules and matches and events going on here at Al Habtoor. And the opportunity to win some magnificent prizes. And if you haven't seen it and tuned in already, there's some great prizes to be won there in the finals, with Hunt the Gold Coin, Best Dressed, Turned Out, and all the rest of it. Putting on a great show here at Habtoor, as always. But just to remind you, you need to get your tickets quickly, because they're running out fast. We have general entry. They are available from Platinum List, Virgin Tickets, and also the Al Habtoor Group Loyal app. So I'm aware that there's only large gazebos available. The small ones have all been sold, but we also have very limited space there in the Gold Lounge and also in the Garden by El Spatayo. So just quickly go to the lineups here now. Thank you very much indeed. And playing for Habtoor Polo in the red shirts, playing at number 1 is Mohamed Al Habtoor. At number 2 it is Marcos Toto Solari. At 3 it is Carlos Maria, Toli Ulloa, and Bautista Bajuga. Playing at number 4. And for Chirangiri, playing at number 1, of course, is Mohamed Chirangiri. At number 2 is Antonio Hegi. At 3, Gonzalito Perez. And at 4, Dante Castagnola. So two very good teams there on paper. So let's see what they can come up with here this afternoon. It should be a very exciting game indeed. And our social media, of course, for Polo Line is Polo Line OK for Instagram, Facebook, Polo Line Int. If you're watching on Facebook, drop us a message where you're calling in from or viewing from. And we'd love to try and give you a shout out. And on YouTube, Polo Line TV, of course. And if you haven't already got the app already, it's a question of long overdue. Keep up to date with all the events in Polo worldwide, some replays of great games, and also some wonderful interviews out there to enlighten you as to the goings on in polo throughout the world. And our umpires out on the field are umpire Peter Wright and the prof Chris Hyde, with the third man being Matthias Babin. So we'll be throwing in, of course, on the far side of the field to start off, as always. We're on the Villa side for the first three chuckers. And just a little bit of final words to the players. Having already played the Silver Cup, they should be pretty well aware of. Maybe they're asking if they're going to have a free change. If it gets over 29 degrees and hits 30, then they do tend to give them the option of a half chucker change for the welfare of the horses, of course. I think it might have just dropped below that now. But let's see what the umpires defer. So just sort themselves out which way they're going to be going here now. And it looks like Habtoor's going to be heading towards the scoreboard. And Chihingiri heading up towards the Villa end of the field, which is where their pony lines are based as well. So, all right, ball this ball into play. Into play it is. Out the line, out it comes. Or it's just caught in there a little bit. Antonio looking for that as Gonza was standing over it. And we end up with the first whistle of the match. Nice if we can get a good gap so that these players can get that ball, or the umpire can get the ball in and out the back and open up the game up immediately. But we've got a little bit stagnated there, but good pressure there by Habtoor. But we end up here now with a penalty in favour of Chihingiri, and Dante Castagnola to bring it in. Brings it up short first. Up there to Solari for his marker. Goes the shot here now. Sends that one up, looking for Gonza. Gonza being met there by Joa. Joa comes in with the backhand. The backhand comes in, sent further on its way there. And a good play there. We'll get unleashing. Majuga comes onto that one in front of Dante. He's away from him. He was going away. He can easily come in onto that one there. Looking for first blood. He's slightly on the left-hand side of the goalpost. Checks up. Looking to hammer that one away through. And it looks like it's just gone wide. The pressure was on him. Dante was starting to cut him down. Went for the one-time shot. But unfortunately, it's just gone wide. With Bautista there on CB. So bringing it up here once again. Distante puts that one out wide for Gonza to try to get over to Gonza. Coming onto it, though, is Tolly, but it's now picked up here by Antonio Hagi and sent up there for Gonza this time here. Just leaves that one behind. It'll be Ujo to try and come in onto that one there, and trying to get in onto the play is Antonio. And he tends to send that ball up here now, looking for Solari to come forward up onto it. But no, he's left it here now for Balti once again, going back with Gonza, puts a good centering shot in, but trying to get onto it Solari, but to pick it up first and clear it away, or try to do so is Dante, but it's left here now nicely for Gonza, who finds himself free, and Gonza sends it up here this time, keeps it short of Balti, so Dante can come onto it, tries to avoid the hook, but Tolly gets in there, gets the hook and takes the play away now. Gonza coming back to put the pressure on, but coming into him here. Trying to get onto it, there is Solari. Tolly sends it forward, but it's only as far as Gonzalito Perez. Gonzalito Perez on the play here now. Gonza sends that ball up forward for Antonio. Antonio looks to come and pick it up, but he gets a little bit of a bump there from Tolly and loses it, but he gets repossession of it once again. Trying to get in there is Solari, but it's going to be Dante to take it away here now. Solari comes in, makes the hook. Bauchi sends the backhand, looking for Tolly, but first to surface with it, going back first. There is Gonzalito. Gonzalito goes with the backhand, comes off the pony, gets another by the cherry, gets to pick this one up once again. Does Gonzalito. Turns, brings it in behind Tolly, so he just has to yield. Comes forward with it here, does Gonza. Gonza sends that one up forward, looking for Antonio. Antonio looking to come onto the play here, but Bauti beats him to it and sends the backhand on the near side, underneath the tail But yet again, Gonza shuts that door, slams it in their faces, and it goes forward here now for Antonio. Antonio comes forward. Dante's gone forward. He's got the men going up forward, so he goes for the weighted pass up here now for Gonza to pick up. Gets onto that well, but couldn't quite pick that one up. And trying to pick it up now is going to be Balti. There's a little bit of a cry of anguish there as players come in onto the play. Dante still has possession of it, being hard worked on there by Solari. Leaves it now for Gonza, who fizzes that up forward, looking for Antonio. Can he get to that ball in time? But no, it just beats him out over the back line and just to the right-hand side. So good fast passage of play, and the umpires have said, listen, guys, there hasn't been much break, and there's a good lot of running been going on. So we'll go for a quick change, please. And you can see down there for our Polo Line viewers, Habtoor camp just mounting up at the Villa end. As we're nearly at half chukker. And so players coming back out on the field here now. With Mohamed changing on to Kokita. That's Mohamed Jihangiri. And the ball's placed on the back line here. Bautista brings it forward. Goes under the neck with that one there, looking for Tolly out there. Going across with him, though, of course, is going to be Antonio. Antonio tries to get in there, makes the hooking play, ball's left, but next onto it is Solari. He overshoots the gap there, but he manages to get back onto it before Gonza's able to do so. And tries to bring it forward, left it. Bauti it nearly got hold of it there to Gonza, but Bauti this time sends it up forward here now. But it's only as far as Antonio. Antonio Hagi checks up there with Solari. Solari goes near side play, tries to steal it, flicks it back into him, but he knows to take the man. Couldn't quite pick up the ball, but Gonza comes in to clear it up and tidy up once again and sends it back here now for Bauti on the near side. Bauti's near side up there for Ujoa. Ujoa on the play here now, being pursued by Antonio Hagi. Goes with the next shot. Couldn't execute what he was looking for on that one there, unfortunately for him. And it just goes wide as he scatters Grum and sort of goes for the pit stop from one pony to the other. So it's on the back line for Jihangiri to bring this into play. Dante brings it up forward, darting one way. You see they're giving him the options. He goes with the option of Gonza. Started off going right, came left. Picks it up there now. Does Gonza, but unfortunately he's just popped that one out over the boards. And so the ball will be dropped down here now. For a free hit in favour of Habtoor Polo. So, Bauti on the fade. Brings this up here. Yields off it. Leaves it for Ujoa. Ujoa goes under the neck with that one there, but it goes as far as Dante. He puts it back into the traffic, but the one to pick it up is going to be Hagi. Hagi picks it up and sends that up forward here this time. Tries to give that one a ride out there for Dante, but Solari manages to get in and sneak in onto that play first, as he was already established more on that side. Goes for the little weighted pass to send this one up for Tolly, and it's looking good. It's looking very good indeed, but he too much pressure, couldn't quite execute it in the backhand. Clearing it away, here comes Gonza. But first round up onto it will be Bautista. Bautista goes to the backhand, comes off Dante's podium, picked up by Gonza. Oh, it's fast and furious and going in all directions here now. Absolutely flat chat for Gonza up the field here now. Bauti comes back, flicks that one away from him. Looks to try and take the play. Nice play there by Dante Castagnola. Took the man at perfect timing in that ride-off and straightens himself up here as you have Ujoa in there. Wanted to try and get onto it. Wisely decides to move away from that one there. Leaves it for Gonza. Gonza goes on the move here now. Up on the move. Cuts that one in towards the middle of the field. Looking for Antonio. Takes that one away from Solari. Antonio onto his near side. Antonio near side once again. Antonio flicks it in and through the goal. Opens up the score here now. Finally in the last minute of the chukker, we get a goal by Antonio Hagi. Let's see this replay here now. You see he had to go to his man. He was under pressure on his stick side, and goes to his man, goes onto his near side. Solari doing what he could, but unfortunately, Hagi too good with that mallet, and through the goal it goes on the near side. So back to the middle of the field it is once again. Umpire right, bowls that ball into play. Again, we get stuck in the melee. Tolly comes away with the spoils, takes it deeper down his own territory. Dante comes in to put the pressure on. Tolly flicks it over onto his near side, looks to come round, goes back to his stick side again, but he's just cancelled off out of it. Dante's looking for it, can't pick it up. Balti comes in and tidies up once again nicely for Habtoor here. Bautista Vajuga sends that one up here, out towards the left-hand side, but it's going to be Gonzalito to get up onto this first. Couldn't quite pick the backhand up and snuggle in against the boards there, but it is going to be Tolly Ulloa who fishes that one up forward as the first two to has gone. It's going goalward bound very nicely indeed, and Solari tries to get onto it. You see Gonza, he checks, he takes the man, plays the ball beautifully on the near side and brings it round on the near side once again. Goes to the man once more, but Solari comes in with the backhand. The ball's left, and it's going to be Ulloa. Goes with the last attempt shot in towards the goal. It goes, but it's going to fall a little short. Can Solari get onto that one in time? Oh, and it's off the post and comes off wide. But the backhand and the hootie goes. And that there will end chukker number one as Habtoor are peppering that Chihingiri goal at the Villa end. So it looks like we're up here now for a fast, exciting game of polo. Everything to play for. And so you see Solari just leaving there now. Mohammed just having a word, and yes, the umpire's just saying, please, gentlemen, go and change, and then we'll come back and let you know our decision. So whilst they're changing, ladies and gentlemen, the score's 1 goal it is to Chihingiri. Habtoor looking to open their account, and we'll get a few messages, adverts, and replays from Polo Line. So, welcome back now, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get chukker number 2 underway. The umpire's just been discussing this with the third man, if there were any differing lines and opportunities there. As I believe somebody did raise a comment. So just go back and double check, of course, just to be sure. There was a mad scramble at the end of that chukker. The ball came off the post. So it looks rather like there's nothing being found on that, even though there might have been a little bit of an appeal there. And the ball's placed down there in front of the goal where the chukker ended, where it was. And it'll be Dante Castagnola to bring it into play. Dante taps it up forward here now. Dante cuts this one out nicely wide for Gonza to get onto. Very good, accurate pass there for Gonza to come on, but being shadowed, of course, by Bautista Bajuga. Bajuga forces him to unleash that one there. Antonio looks to pick this up on the near side, wants to try and cross over, but he's ridden off out of it. And the backhand comes in there by Solari and looking to come and pick that one up and on the meat beautifully there. It's Gonza going up hard forward here now. Gonza at pace towards goal. Gonza, Lito Perez, and that'll do. He's going to follow that one all the way through, and through the goal it is for Gonzalito Perez on Letra. Cracking mare, drops that head and runs like a little bullet train. You see her, she's on rails as well. So, 2-1's the score. Sorry, 2-0's the score. And back to the middle of the field here. So, into play. Out the play it comes. Hello, the danger man's got it again. He just loses sight of it, picks up sight of it once again. Does Gonzalito. Gonzalito turns back inside. Antonio goes forward. Goes with the passing play out there for Dante, but pinpoint accurate that came off the pony, and to pick it up here will be Bautista. Bajuga sends it forward or gets it stolen on the near side by Antonio, and Antonio tries to come in, takes the man, turns, picks away, cleans away from the boards here now. Does Antonio. Antonio comes forward here now. You've got Bauti on Faye. Bauti up onto that first, goes for the hook, couldn't get the next shot in, could Bautista, and it's sent up by Gonza once again. It's goalward bound, looking to try and stop that one there, but unable to do so. Gonzalito Perez with goal number 2 here in this chucker. Having to scramble back to try and stop that one, but travelling on through the goals it is. So 3 goals it is now for Chihingiri. Lines up, ball into play. Out the side it comes slightly, trying to get onto his Antonio, but Tolly comes away with the spoils here now. Tolly Ujoa. Tolly looks to come in between the players here now, and he sends the man up forward there, but Bauti's been well marked there by Dante. Trying to get up onto this is Gonza. Gets hooked off out of it. Gonza sends a backhand. Those two playing well together and working well on that. Create the backhand to stop the defence. And the backhand comes back in, and Antonio intercepts it and picks it up away once again. But Tolly's got a near side play. Picks up the near side, but again, fed forward by Gonza. Out here now for Antonio. Antonio on the play. Oh, he tried to make the shot that he couldn't quite find it as Bauti comes near side, tries to flick that away. Sorry, Solari trying to get back onto it is Antonio, but as quick as a flash it is Bajuga. Bajuga going forward, Dante in front. In comes Antonio to spoil it, but picked up on the near side there by Solari. Goes in onto his stick side here in front of Gonza. We get a whistle on that play. See a few players going for a bit of a change. We can see in the replay. Thank you very much here now to Polo line. And in doing so, just crossed in front possibly of Gonzalito. And so, they are giving them a bit of a change here now. And so the players just quickly all changing up. And the ball's placed down. Just in front of umpire right. And dare I chance my arm that it's going to be a spot hit here now in favour of Chihingiri. So, players called will be Dante Castagnolo. Bring it in here now. Dante up onto the play. Just taps it forward. You can look, see what his options are. The man comes to him. Gonza darts one way, goes the other way. Classic out towards the side here now. In front of us here at Polo line with the first time play. Good play there by Gonza, looking for Antonio, but going back with him. Pace for pace and gets the better of the ride-off, does Ujoa. And Ujoa comes for the near-side backhand, comes off the pony, gets back onto it as Antonio. Antonio looks for the little swoop shot into goal, but he raises his head to the heavens as it goes wide, just to the left-hand side. So a bit of a sigh of relief there for Habtoor Polo. And Bautista Bajuga on the way to bring it into play here now. Bauti sends that up forward here now for Tolly. Tolly Ujoa on Lavinia Reina. Up there for Mohammed. On Matcha couldn't quite pick that up, and it's now sent forward there by Solari, but he couldn't quite collect it. But Tolly comes back once again in support and helps him out and keeps on going forward with the play. unloads it, looks to do so. Couldn't quite get hold of that cleanly. Gets back onto it once again and sends it in, but it gets ricocheted off, and it's now taken here. Dummies the backhand. There's Bautista on the far side. It gets hassled and pressurised there by Gonza. Onto it here comes Antonio. Antonio, his forward shot gets backed in there by Tolly Ulloa, and Ulloa here now looking for Bautista. Bautista is hooked off out of it there by Antonio and cleared away once again here with a monster neck shot by Gonza. But it's Tolly who gets a shorter line up here towards the ball. Tolly Ulloa checks, comes in, plays it to the backhand to try and keep it away from him, and try to get back onto his own play, but Gonza read it well, gets onto it. The man's going to have to clear. Gonza looks to send that up here now for Castagnola, but it's intercepted and cut off out of the play there by Ulloa. Ulloa waits for the man. Oh, keeps on going forward because he's got Gonza one side, Castagnola the other side. Castagnola the other side. Ball gets backed out here this time by Gonza and back into open space and getting onto that in acres of space. It is time for Mohamed to come forward onto his near side, gets back onto his stick side. Just Mohamed Chiangiri gets hold of it properly here this time, as it is Solari going back to him. He centres a beautiful ball in. Can he get onto this? Antonio's trying to get onto it as well, but he's just been kept off that play for the near side backhand. Comes in there by Solari. Backhand out there for Ulloa once again. It's end-to-end stuff here now, and it is proper high-octane polo for us here this afternoon as the ball comes off the pony of Antonio, but trying to pick that up is Bauti, but over the top are the pair, and it's sent up once again here by Solari. Solari's ball drops for Gonza. Gonza, near side backhand, out there, in towards the middle of the field, tries to pluck it out of the air, but gets back onto it. There does Tolly Ulloa. Ulloa takes it forward once again, underneath the neck he goes and puts it out here for Bautista. Bautista. Bujuga here now, on the play. Bujuga looks up. He's got Gonza in front of him, pulls it away from him here now. Gets the man to take him away from behind. Just has to dig it out from underneath him as he's got Castagnola up there in front of him. Dante comes back, tries to put the work on, but Dante managed to pick it up and take it away. Gets hooked off out of it there by Tolly, who picks it up, takes it forward, but looks for the backhand to link up with Bujuga, but it comes off forward and round on his near side, back to his stick side he goes once again. Is Tolly Ulloa trying to get back onto this first, will be Gonza. Gonza gets onto it, but we get a whistle on that play. Let's see what we can see on the replay here now. You see the next shot goes in. Looks like that Tolly was more on that line as what the umpires might think, and Gonza came from more left to right to try and get onto it. Not onto the line early enough when the Habtoor player was probably already established on it. So the ball's been picked up and we'll get a penalty here now in favour of Habtoor. And it looks like we have a penalty too. A 30-yard undefended goal attempt for Habtoor from the 30-yard line. So Bautista. Bujuga up to this nicely here now. Beautifully managed as always, comes in, puts the flag aloft and puts another one on the board here now for Habtoor Polo. It's 3 goals to Chihingiri. 1 for Habtoor. Thought they'd actually already opened up their account. They had a couple of good attempts, but unfortunately didn't convert, but all were denied. And so it's 1-3 is the score, and back to the middle of the field once more. Lining up, ball quickly back into play. Not wasting any time as it's counted down, of course. And Antonio playing a little bit of vertical out there with the pony just coming up, but comes down safely and back onto it here now. Comes Bauti. Bauti comes forward. Cleared away here. The first 2 to go. Dante Castagnola. But first over to it will be Antonio. Antonio Hagi up onto the play. Antonio in there with Solari. Solari keeping that pressure on. Tries to flick it away. They're all looking for it. But it is the little tiger himself. Antonio Hagi comes away with this. Looks for the next shot to try and put that away and take 2 players away from him. Give it out there for Gonzalito and does so well. And out there to the left-hand side now of Mohamed Chiangiri. Couldn't quite pick that one up clearly. And there goes the second hooter, ladies and gentlemen. And that there will end Chukka number 2. With the score being 1 goal it is to Chihingiri. 1 goal it is to Habtoor. 3 for Chihingiri. As the players leave the field, we'll go to a few adverts and messages. Highlights from Polo Line. now we'll go to some of our better goals here now, and that's Dante Castagnola with a nice little fist punch there. It was a really nice little goal, that one, that was. And this here, Habtoor cracked an amazing neck shot underneath the neck there, almost between the horse's legs, and through the goal it is. And so this one here worked hard onto that one there, goes underneath the neck there, pounced onto it there, did Felix Essayun. And here Gonza, this was pure class right in the first chucker, just cut that one in through the goal. So maybe it was the start of the second chucker, just a lovely goal there. So, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And so, players coming back out of the field here now to get chucker number 3 underway, with the score being 3-1. It's been fast, it's been furious, but great defence and some wonderful attacking play. And so, Mohamed Habtoor, especially coming out here on Mafalala. Luna for Toto. And Dolfina Lalalong for Tolly. Tiptronic for Bauti. Mohamed Ochiungiri coming out on Mentorita. Gonza on Perdiz. And Antonio out on Loma. And so the umpires just whistling them up, looking to clear the field. We'll get this underway. Rolling from the inside out. So ball into play. Stuck in the middle of the line now, but it's going to be Gonza to come away with it. Tolly looks trying to get hold of it, but no, he has to yield off out of it, and Gonza's on the play. Gonza got men in front of him. Just ball comes up out forward, so he gets hold of it again, gets the next play, sends this one goalward bound. Goalward bound it is, and it's still going goalward bound, but Bauti struggles back to get to that one there, but unfortunately unable to do so. And another one on the board there for Gonzalito Pierres. We'll see on our replay here now from line up in the drone. Had to go back for it, and unfortunately it just beat him over the line. So 4-1 is the score. And ball into play. Into play it is. Out the line out it comes. With Ulloa up on the play. Player's gone up further forward with this here now. Sends it up here now, looking for the man, but it's going to be Dante up onto it first. Strong, secure, and solid as ever. Good backhand by him, but Ulloa's back onto it. Oh, and he considered taking the backhand or bringing it forward, but didn't get hold of it cleanly, and Gonza sends this one up forward here now. In comes a near-side shot there from Antonio. He takes the man as Gonza gets onto the ball, and Gonzalito Pierres out of the air, puts it away through the goal for goal number 5. On the board, beautifully worked from a very good, strong backhand by Castagnola. Out there, Antonio goes to reverse next shot, takes the man, pushes him off that play, and through it is for Gonzalito Pierres. 5-1's the score. So, in the middle of the field. Ball into play. Out the back of the line, out it comes. Gonza onto it once again. Gonza sends that one up forward. He's looking for Dante, but Tolly's going to try and get onto it. Comes in, cancel each other out, gets slightly flicked forward, but the backhand comes in by Solari. In here now for Bauti. Gonza just hunting him down, hawking all over him here now. It is Gonza, comes with the hook, keeps it going forward. Now left for Tolly, keeps going forward as Tolly Ulloa is on the play, going back with Bauti. There was Antonio, but it's his Tolly Ulloa, sent the troops up forward, opts to go by himself and try and take on Gonzalito, but he comes away with the spoils, does Gonzalito Pierres. Gonza, look at this little mare, just hammer up the field here now, gets back onto his own play once again, checks up here with Tolly there in him on La La Long, but it is going to be Open with this backhand by Bouty. Takes it away from the play. Puts it out into open space. And getting onto it quickly is Joe once again. And fizzes that one forward for Solari. Solari's on the loose. He's escaped his man. Solari going goalward bound. Dante's coming back at him. Solari carefully plays that ball up in the air and then lets it settle and finishes it off beautifully for goal number 2 on the board there for Habtoor Polo. 2 goals it is for Habtoor Polo. 5 for Chihingiri. So players will look to quickly go and have a free change, I believe, as the umpires come back to the middle of the field. You can see on the replay there, it's just that little backhand play that just opens the game up so much. Allowed Ujoa onto it and then get it up there for Solari, who put that one away nicely. And they are down in the bottom camp there. And it is a view there of Dolly. I believe is getting on to Machitos Guinea. And of course, the majority of his horses are Lavinia from the breed, of course, from the family. Lala Long is actually from La Dauphina, and this one here is from Machitos. And so, 2 teams lining up once again, looking to get this underway. The umpire right's just having a bit of a chat with the players. And there it is, ball into play. Comes out the side on the Chihingiri side. Picks it up, does Dante Castagnola. Dante on Belomov. Comes forward with it once again. Yields off it, leaves it for Gonza. Sends the young man up forward, but he pushes it up fast out there now for Antonio. Antonio gets onto this one there. He cuts it in. He couldn't quite control the bounce, and it looks like it's just going to get shadowed out over the back line. So more persistent attack there by Chihingiri from the line out. And the ball will be placed on the back line here now for Bautista Bajuga to bring this into play. Bauti brings it up forward here now. Up there's a Dante marking him. Gets told to use it, does so. Cuts this one out and trying to get onto that one there is going to be Yajar. Dolly on the play. Dolly turns away from it. Looks he finds a little bit of space and time for himself. Player's gone forward, lost a bit of momentum, but he's at the halfway line here now. Here's Yajor. Antonio Hagi comes in, so he looks to take him on. Goes away out towards the side here now. Feeling very confident indeed is Tolly Yajor. Yajor looking for the next shot. Gets hooked off out of it. Umpire behind, so evidently was clean, and Dante manages to pick up the play here now. Antonio just got that hook in perfectly timed there on Dolly. But it is Dante. Dante coming forward here. He goes a little bit wide with it. Tolly's coming back at him. Bautista's going with him too. A good bump and a ride-off, but getting the better of that ride-off there is Bautista. Picks it up on the near side. Yajor comes into the party as well, as does Antonio. At pace once again. Plays a little backhand there, there's Bauti. Trying to get onto his Tolly, but it's just taken away from there by Antonio. Antonio onto it here. Has to go in hard against Solari to keep possession of the line of the ball, but it's only as far as the backhand, as far as Bajuga. Bajuga on the move here once again. Bajuga up the field he comes here once more. Bajuga, he's just over the top of that, and Gonza couldn't pick it up either, and Tolly's there to tidy up once again. He looks up towards goal and unleashes it and sends it forward, but it's gone just wide to the left-hand side. It was only about a metre, say, if that at all. So, good attempt there by Habtoor. And so, players called. And Dante Castagnola on Palomo. Brings it up forward here now. Goes off one way. Takes it himself. Solari just got caught across him slightly. He's had to yield to give him the window opened up for him. But as he sends that forward for Antonio, it unfortunately just hops out over the boards. And so a ball will be just dropped down here with the 8-second count. Players called. Bautista Bajuga. Bajuga on the play here now. Bajuga on Triptonic. Brings it up there to Antonio. Looks to take him on. Feeling confident, but Antonio in that ride-off gets the better of him. Muscles his way onto the play, onto his near side. Looks to keep hold of this here now. Just gets a little bit interfered with on that one there. Ujoa's in working. Just flicks it around the pony, trying to get back onto it once again. And Ujoa comes up with the spoils here now. Ujoa turns back towards the goal, but Antonio, tenacious as ever, goes back to him once again. So having to show all his skills on his near side and back onto his stick side once again there as Ulloa. They'll be getting dizzy out there in a moment if they keep this up, but the ball's just scooped off out to the side looking for his man, but the only first one onto it is going to be Antonio. Antonio's backhand gets stopped there by Ulloa. Ulloa coming forward. Ulloa tries to drag it forward once again, but in comes Big Gonza, and Gonza takes it away from the traffic and clears it out into some open space so we can get things on the move here and running once again for Antonio Hagi. The first hooter goes. And he's on the play there as he sends that one up forward. He heard a call and he placed himself well, did Dante. Dante gets to it before they can, but the first back onto this one here will be Mohamed Habtoor. Mohamed looks at the open backhand. Nice backhand with enough distance here now for Tolly to get onto it in front of Dante. And it's Tolly Ulloa, goes under the net, pings it out here nicely now for Balti. You see he looks for him, but Antonio saw the look as well and sends it back in once again for Gonza. But onto it is Solari, flicks, and there goes the second hooter, ladies and gentlemen. And wow, what a first half of this match we've had so far. 5-2 it is. It's been fast, it's been furious. And so the players will have a slightly extended break here as they go for the half-time break. With the score being 2-5 in favour of Chihingiri. And we, on Polo Line, will go to some few adverts, some messages, and also some highlights.
Ni hablar, la verdad que Dubái se está poniendo cada vez más bravo año a año y sí, es muy difícil ganar y bueno, pero bueno, hoy se nos dio a nosotros. Con Gantul la verdad que tengo una relación de muchos años, así que estuve ahí mucho tiempo y nada, son muy conocidos y la verdad que jugamos más amigablemente que tanto con los chicos que están adentro y toda la gente en la organización, así que, pero bueno, hoy se nos dio a nosotros, como te decía. Estamos jugando, cuidando en Arabian Ranches, así que sí, hacemos todo lo que se puede para llegar bien al partido. Hay veces que se gana, hay veces que se pierde, pero siempre tratamos de pasarle lo más cerca posible, ¿no? De hacer todo lo mejor que se puede con los caballos, con nosotros y tratar de llegar al 100% para cada partido. Sí, es muy difícil acá, muy difícil llegar a una semifinal, ni hablar a una final y ni hablar de ganar una copa. Nada, hay veces que necesitas un montón de cosas que por ahí están a tu alcance y cosas que no, de factores que no, por ahí, no sé, salta para un lado, salta para el otro, que nada, la suerte del campeón, como se dice, siempre la necesitas y siempre tiene que estar del lado de uno, ¿no? De acá se te arriman todos los equipos. Bueno, Gantul la verdad que tuvo un último checker buenísimo, el nuestro no fue tan bueno, sí en el transcurso del partido pudimos jugar al juego nuestro, pero después se te terminan viniendo. Es lo que pasa. Habíamos tenido un buen partido contra UAE, el primero de la Copa de Oro, y bueno, se nos escapó. Tuve la posibilidad yo de meter un gol para empatar faltando 3 minutos. No pude y automáticamente meten otro gol para allá, pero como te digo, está cada vez más lindo y más competitivo.
There's the backhand. This is one of the last ones there with Kaku coming in on the meet. Put that one away. Redeeming himself there. Oh, there's a great goal there. Super goal there by Tomasito. Had to get round the man, controlling the middle of the field. Not an easy job, especially when it's someone of the calibre of Kaku, and he managed to do so. Reverse neck shot there. Couldn't pick it up. Good Tomasito, but actually that one he was told just to leave it there by Fedi, who had a clearer play at it and put that one away nicely. And coming up through here now was Juan Horeche, puts that one in from a distance. Great goal there by Juan Horeche. And this one here, that was a cut shot there by Alfie. Ali Amiri's in the goal, but there's nothing you could do with that one there. And here we go, coming up here. You see, we've got potentially gone forward as well, but they left that one free and just And Petowski couldn't pick it up. Oh, Haider Bangash once again. That was goal number 3 for Haider. Great afternoon for Haider Bangash on his goal scoring. Hareche picked that ball up beautifully from behind. Good eye, keeps this ball moving forward and looks to stick and ball this one home. And through the goal it goes. And the backhand there by Hareche. Oh, there was a beautiful backhand there. It was placed into the middle field for him to pick up. He opted to take an amazing open backhand out there for Rochi. Found a bit of space and off he went and put it away as he does. And here we have once again Rochi taking on the big man. Goes under the neck. Lovely goal by Torgita once again. And here Lukin flicks that up and in comes Hareche on the top of the bounce. Through the goals it goes. That was a cracking goal, I thought. And here once again Tomasito cuts this one in. This is for Haider, and Haider finishes it off well. This was Petowski. It was in chucker number 1 there. It's on Chiva. He turned around, scored a couple of great goals in that chucker. 2 back-to-back goals. Gets up past the man. And that's number 2. And so, that one there. Cachete Crespo round the back of the pony and forward through the goals. Cracking goal there by Cachete Crespo. So played absolute blinder out here this afternoon. Lovely play also by Felix S.A. Felix just he knew as to 2 pink shirts in front. Lukin coming back to put the pressure on. Keeps his cool as always and just pops it away. And this here he was up there out in front. Got the good breakaway did Felix there, and Felix comes in and just puts that one away nicely. And here Laborde comes in, hammers that one up the front and through the goals it goes on the full. There it is, literally just bouncing on the line. Lovely goal there by Santiago Laborde. And this one here coming up over across front of it there was putting that one away well. And here just looking for a little bit of space. They decided he's not going to wait and hang around as Lukin anymore. Dances off the back of the play, takes it away from the players and then cuts that one in through the goal. Lovely goal there by Lukin. And up here now is another great goal there by Lukin. Just got ahead of his man and just thumped that one away underneath the neck nicely. And there we have the ball being sent in there, linking up perfectly with Santiago Laborde from the pass of Felix S.A.N.
We come back from the halftime break with the innovative play of the match, Mayo Clinic breakthrough moment.
But it's going to be Laborde to pick up the pieces, looking for the man to clear. This time he lets that one go and puts that one out wide to the left-hand side for Habtoor to come on to as Cachete looks after Rochi Torguitar. He flicks that one in, keeps it short. Oh, and a little backhand, sneaky little play there from Cachete Crespo. You might as well give it a go if you can, and let's have a look at the replay of that one there on the near side, round the back of the pony and forward. So, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'd just like to give a couple of shout-outs. Bello over there in a very wet Soto Grande. Good to see you tuning in, my friend. And then, of course, we have a few of Deepak's family. Deepak Kumar. There's some family there supporting him, watching. Fernanda Garami. And also we have Mohammed Safir out there supporting Chiangiri. And Papia Naru. And so the 2 teams lined up here now to get chucker number 4 in the way with Mohammed on Genève. Tolly giving me Lavinia Castanuela, but it is going to be Gonza to come away with this one here now. Gonza cuts away there and cuts that one up forward. He's looking there for Mohammed, but first back onto it is going to be Tolly Yajoa. Yajoa checks, turns, comes away with the play. Gonza in there, as is Mohammed. Going to have to yield off it. He just pulls away, does Mohammed, allowing Gonza to take on Tolly. Sends that one up forward here now. Looking here for Castagnolo Dante, but it's picked up there by Bejuga. Bejuga turns away with the play here. Bejuga gets hooked off out of it. Who's going to be first round? Looking to try and get back onto this one first, but getting onto it there is Tolly, but he just comes a little bit too far from left to right, and the players have got themselves turned around back onto that line. So we'll just see on the replay. You can see he's just got hooked off out of that one there. The ball's left, the players scrambling to get round. Tolly comes back in, but the players back onto it. Dante manages to get himself onto that first, and we end up with a penalty now in favour of Gonzalito, looking to score at the scoreboard end for a penalty 3, 40-yard penalty here now. Being taken up there by Gonzalito Pires. Gonza was scheduled to come out on Abuelita. Open Abuelita, of course. So Gonza up to this here now. Comes in, drives, shoots along the ground. Couldn't stop that one there, and through the goal it is for goal number 6 on the board. It is there for Chihingiri. 6 goals to 2 is the score, as the two teams come over to in front of us here at Polo line. The replay of Gonza on Polo line. So Prof gets that ball bowled into play, off the back of the line out. It is Bautista trying to get away there from Gonza. Couldn't quite do so, but Tolly fizzes up forward once again, but it's cut away there by Gonza. Gonza gets back onto his own play, brings it up, but ooh, Tolly reckons he's had that line and comes steaming down it. We get a whistle on the play. Let's have a little look here. Ball gets sent up. Gonza flicks that one out. So a penalty's been dropped down there for Habtoor for a penalty 3. Being teed up there by Bautista. Comes up, strikes it well, puts that one clean high over the top and through the goals it is. For goal number 3 on the board for Habtoor. 3 goals to 6 is the score here now. Bouty out there on Matina. You can see he strikes that one beautifully, high and proud, straight over the top of all the defending players. And back to the middle it is. For the Prof. Ball into play, looking for it to come out the back of the line out. Gets a little bit of a slurry, but it's now picked up by Hagee. Pulls it back towards himself here now and sends that ball up forward. But Mohamed couldn't quite get onto it, but Dante does. In comes the hook there from Tolly. Spoils the play. Antonio back in attack once again. Antonio avoids the hook, looks to straighten himself up in towards the goal. Leals off, leaves the man. The backhand comes in, saving it from the teeth of goal once again for Bautista, but the backhand comes in by Gonza, sending it forward out there for Dante. Dante just straightens himself up. He's got a couple of players in front of him and looks to just try and fizz this one through the goal, and that is exactly what he does. Just keeps his cool, doesn't take any wild, frantic shot, and puts a lovely goal on there. On the board does Dante Castagnola. You can see he just got back onto it, just straightened himself up. He's got a couple of players there, wants to come across in front, but he just keeps his cool. 7 goals it is now for Chihingiri, 3 for Habtoor. So ball back into play once again it is, out the back of the line out. And it's now here for Antonio Higgy. Antonio being pressurised by Tolly, trying to dig it out from underneath him. Pony sucks out, trying to get onto it, though it's going to be Gonza, but we end up with a whistle on that play as a player comes in between the two players, coming from opposite directions. You can see on our replay. We end up with a spot penalty here now in favour of Habtoor Polo. Be taken by Bautista Bejuga. Bauti brings this ball forward here now. Up there to Antonio. Puts that out into open space there for Tolly. Tolly to cut back over and across onto here now. Gonza goes there with him. Turns back inside. Bauti comes in behind. He changes that line, creating a new line cleanly for Bautista to come onto, so there's no mistakes, and brings it forward once again. Bautista going towards the goal here now, but he just gets interfered with the play, couldn't pick it up. Tolly looks to try and pick it up here now. Tolly comes in, looks to try and flick this one. It's right in front of goal, and just to finish that one off and put another one on the board there for Habtoor, making the score 4 goals it is to Habtoor. 7 for Chihingiri. They're made to work for it, and that's for sure, as Tolly comes forward once again. Ball comes off, and it is Larry just to finish that one off nicely there. So a couple of Habtoor players changing as they're down that end. They'll come back to the middle of the field here in front of us. And we do actually get a whistle, so it gives them a little bit more time. So they were clearly given an indication there by the umpire that they were making a free change. Mohamed, I see, getting on to Vendimia. So they're just giving enough time to change, and we have Mohamed, he's gone to get changed as well. So when he gets back to the middle, we'll get this ball rolled in to continue chucker number 4. 3:04 on the clock it is, and 4 goals to 7 in favour of Chihingiri. So I was changing once again, of course. I'd like to thank our sponsors. Been Bentley Emirates, the official dealer and sole authorised importer of Bentley Motors in the UAE since 1983. Co-sponsor, of course, Diamond Lease. And the ball back into play. Into play it is. Out the back of the line, out it comes for Hagee. Hagee picks it up. Hagee comes forward here now. Solari trying to hunt him down. But it's Hagee. Opens his shoulder up and gets that one off. Bautista's in front of him. He's got the pony to get up past him. He's closing him down. So Bautista's going to have to go back hard onto it. Goes near side. Plays a good backhand out there for Ulloa. Linking up nicely, but gets ridden off out of it by Gonzo. And we get a whistle on that play. Gonzo's looking a little bit perplexed by that. But we do get a whistle on the play. You see the backhand comes in by Bautista. Out to the side there. And we have a midfield penalty, penalty 5B now, in favour of Habtoor. Being teed up there by Bautista. So, Bauti brings the ball forward. Brings it up there too. Hagee then gives that ball a ride. He's looking for someone out the front door there. He's looking for Solari, but first back onto it here now. Looks like it's going to be Castagnola. Good open backhand, as I said, strong as ever. Opens up a backhand in towards the middle of the field for Antonio. Does. Antonio looks to send that ball forward. It comes off a pony, gets deflected. And now picked up here by Dante Castagnola. Dante coming in onto that one there, but coming across the line rather than playing it near side. Just the momentum carrying the red player in between the two. And we can see on a lovely drone shot here that Dante comes forward. Gonza's tucked in behind. And so it gets dropped down here for a midfield penalty in favour of Chihingiri. To be teed up there by Dante. With Antonio and Gonza having a quick chat. Looking to thwart this attack now of Habtoor. Dante Castagnola gives that ball a ride. Up the front door it goes. Antonio's gone. Bauti's gone. Bauti takes the man. Goes back over the ball here now, but coming onto the other side of him there. Putting Bauti onto his near side. Takes it forward. Plays the backhand. Down across the back line. Opens up the backhand again to take away from Gonza. Goes from Tolly, but it comes off Antonio. Antonio looks to come in, but he's being attacked from both sides here now. Gets pushed off that play and coming away with it here. And checks up and pulls it back. Nice play there by Solari. Solari tries to get away with it, but he managed to avoid the hook. Gets half hooked there by Gonza, but still comes up with the play. Goes under the neck with that one there. Nice play for Bauti out here. Loose and free at the moment. Bauti couldn't quite pick that one up cleanly, but it's going to be Gonzalito trying to get onto it. Takes the hook, picks up the play. Gets flicked away from him, but he's back onto it. So Goes with a little backhand out towards the boards here now for Antonio. Antonio, he has Dante out in front, but just misplaces that ball, and it stays where it is, and it's now here for Gonzalito. Gonzalito. Was it now? Which way will this go? Was the man clearing or not? Was he giving him room, or was Gonzalito hesitating on the play? He was pointing forward that he wasn't able to, and he believes the horse is just impeding and has had a foot on the line. So we've just got a slight pause here now. Gonzalito mostly composed himself and brought in here now by Bautista. Bauti sends that one up forward here now, looking for Tolly. Tolly there with Antonio. Antonio Hagi in front there of Tolly. Opts to go by himself. He got told to play it. He went with a little dink-dink play. Didn't get away cleanly on it. And so ball's dropped down. And this will go in favour of Chihingiri. Told to play it, went with another tap before sending it forward. And need just to be fair on those. So the umpires have dropped down a spot penalty for Chihingiri. And it's Dante Castagnola to bring it into play. Dante. Let's go of it this time, looking for Antonio, but the ball stopped there by Bauti. Getting onto it quickly, though, is Gonza. Backhand there by Tolly. Gonza back onto it once again. Tolly comes in, pressurised by Antonio, but Gonza comes and picks it up once again. Gonzalito onto this play, goes reverse next shot. Couldn't get hold of it. Man coming across onto it in front of Dante, gets the play off. Out now here for Mohamed Habtoor from Tolly Ulloa. He sends that one up forward, goes straight up the field and leaves it now for Bauti. Bauti comes onto it, he flicks that one back into Mohamed once more. He feeds it back to Bauti once again. And he goes with the short shot because he's got Perez in there behind him, working hard on it, goes near side. Can he get the little flick shot? And through the goal it is there for Bautista Bajuga. That was a nice work play right down from their end by the scoreboard with a backhand. Yet again, it's that backhand coming from Tolly Ulloa. It goes to Mohamed. Mohamed flicks that in there for Bauti. Bauti back out to Mohamed. Mohamed to Bauti. Bauti through the goal. Under a lot of pressure for Gonzalito, and there goes the hooter, ladies and gentlemen. As we see on Polo line, the camp there of Chihingiri. But with the score being 7-5, with Habtoor clawing the way back in this chukker, we'll now go to a break and some adverts and messages from Polo line. For our Polo line viewers, before we come back out for possibly the 5th and final chukker. And there, Ali Almiri, absolute stunner, reached out a long way, cut it out, cut the backhand in. Beautiful goal there by Ali Almiri. And this here, Ulloa comes forward here now. Ali putting a lot of pressure on, but one more tap will do, and Tolly Ulloa just securing that one there for Habtoor. And this one, out the front here now, going back with him was Jauretche. He anticipated the bounce and unfortunately didn't come in favour of Jauretche, and it was put away nicely there. And this one here, you have Kaku going forward here, up towards the goals, taps it through at the Villa end of the field. And this one here, we have Llorente, nice play there, just taps it one more time, puts that one away. Solari standing over the ball, looking for a little gap, and there's almost nothing there, and it was going and stopped there beautifully. So, welcome back now to our Polo Line viewers, and we see coming back out in the field, we've got Mohammed out there on Macho, and Mohammed Jingiri starting off on Power. But the rest of them, good luck to find out who's who and what's what. Comes in with a big bump and a ride-off on Gonza there, it does. Bauti comes forward with the play once again. Bautista, again, Bautista gets hooked off out of it, and a cutting play away from the ball, from the goals there by Gonza. Absolute perfection on the hook ball play. It has gone out over the back line. So maybe they'll have to have a little check on this one here now to see if it was off Gonza's mallet directly or if it was off Gonza's mallet, a pony, or Bauti's mallet. So the ball's been placed for a corner. Couldn't work out if it had actually been deflected through Bauti's pony as well. But it is going to be Bautista Bajuga for the penalty sit. Comes in, strikes it. It's going towards the goal, but it looks like it's just drifted to the right-hand side and out over the back line it is, so the score remains the same, 5-7 at the start of chucker number 5. So, Dante brings it in, taps it forward, up to Solari. Darting one way, going the other way is Gonza. Decides to go with the option there of Antonio. Goes long with it out there, but Bautista shouting him in on the play. Pulls off the boards here. Now does Antonio. Gets the time for the players to go forward. And the player going forward there is Dante. Dante going back with Solari. Trying to get back onto this play here now. Just couldn't quite get back onto it. The backhand comes in by Solari. Solari's backhand on the near side picked up here by Bajuga. Bajuga and Antonio. Bajuga. Oh, and he just flicks that one out over the boards. So the attack will be turned with a free hit here now in favour of Chihingiri. Gonza brings it into play here now. Gonza brings it up there to his marker. Sends that one up forward, looking here now for Dante, or is he looking for Antonio? But Antonio's cleaned off out of that, and the backhand comes in from Bauti. Bauti's backhand stopped, and trying to get up and round and through onto that one. There was Dante, as we have Solari coming screaming down the line. Maybe what he'd done, the players, let's have a look at the replay, possibly come in for the hook. We made a play on the ball. The Solari came down that line, and so we have a free hit here in favour of Habtoor, and it's going to be Bauti. Weighted pass, beautiful for Tolly Ujoa. Ujoa on the play. Bauti comes in behind. Ujoa comes away there from Gonza. Looks to try and take him on. Does Ujoa. Ujoa comes forward once again. Ujoa again. Ujoa on the move. Ujoa looks for that next shot, gets between both legs, looking for Bauti once again, but well read by Antonio. It goes in towards the middle of the field, and next onto it will be Gonza to tidy it up here now. For Chihingiri, pulls that ball away from Solari and gets on the move here now onto his near side. Gonzalito Perez, umpire scrambling over the boards, and he goes stick side, does Gonza. Gonza opens his shoulder up and sends that up here now for Mohammed Chihingiri. Mohammed Chihingiri and Mohammed Al-Habtoor going up the field here now, looking to pick it up, but it's going to be picked up here as they cancel each other out, and it's now going to be Tolly Ujoa. Ujoa turns, comes back inside. Gonza goes forward here now. Underneath, he goes forward with that one there, out there for Bautista. Bautista cuts it out wide as Tolly cuts one way, comes back over towards us here at Polo Line. He's got Gonza there with him. He's dummied to drop the hammer, and he keeps the ball and turns it away. Looks up and sends that ball up forward here now, keeping Gonza back there with him. And it's now picked up here once again by Bajuga. The 4 going forward is Bajuga. Bajuga again. In comes Antonio, but Bajuga's coming in. Antonio comes in, blocks that play. Next onto it is Solari, but it's stopped there by Dante Castagnola. And finally converted there by Tolly Ujoa. See the backhand, nice there by the man. Tried to get onto it there, did Dante, but unable to do so. And it's Tolly Ujoa to finish it, making it 1 goal the difference here now. It is Habtoor 6, Chihingiri 7. And we get back to the middle of the field. The umpires call a free change, and it has been a bit frantic. you might say. And so it looks like we're going to have Antonio and Dante's already changed, but they changed down the scoreboard end. Gonza and Mohamed opt to change. Let's see what it is they can pull out of the bag here now. So you see there on screen for our Polo Line viewers, Gonza quickly changing. I like to pretend I knew who it was, but I'm unfortunately unable to name the mare that he's got onto, but might be able to when we see her run. And Mohamed. Back here too. So, ball back into play it is. Out the back of the line it comes. Picking it, tried to pick it up there. Oh, and sneaking between the players. Going to want to pick it up, but Antonio's away here now. Antonio comes forward with the play onto his near side. Couldn't pick that one up cleanly. Solari comes in, turns away on the near side. Great play by him on his near side now for Bauti. Bauti leaves it for Solari. Solari up onto the play. Solari out there. Gonza comes in. Stick side backhand. Gets stopped though. But it's now picked up by Dante Castagnola. He's taken out of the play by Tolly, who then picks up Antonio. Tolly working hard on it, but coming in onto it is going to be Antonio Hagi. Antonio Hagi tries to come forward, but he's half by blocked there by Joe, and he sends that ball in towards the goal, but it just goes wide. So on the back line it is for Bajuga once again. Bajuga goes to bring the ball into play here now. Goes under the neck with that one there. A little bit light, but it's picked up by Ulloa. Dante comes over to him. He knows he's got the man behind, so yields and leaves it now for Bajuga. Bajuga on the play, brings it up closer to Gonza. Comes the other way as the other pair just get in the way slightly. Gives him a little window. Clever play there by Bautista. Bauti tells Solari to get in behind. Does so, but first onto it was Solari with Antonio there, and it is going to be Tolly coming back, trying to get onto it. It's Dante, but it's spoiled in the play and picked up here by Solari. Drags it forward, but it's going to be Antonio. Oh, no, Antonio didn't pick it up, but Gonza does. Gonza on the play here now. Gonzalito goes with the long one, tries to put this out here now for Antonio, who covers the ground well into some open space and sends the ball up forward here now. Does Antonio, but first to surface with it here will be Solari, being pursued there by Dante. Goes with the backhand falls for Bautista. Bautista tries to pick this one up, but we end up with a whistle on the play. And so the backhand comes in. Bautista goes to pick it up. And as he goes to pick it up, he's looking for it. He's just getting a little bit of push and shoving going on there from the black player. And so it will be Bautista to bring it in here now for Habtoor. 6-7 the score, 1:36 on the clock. Can they get a goal? And can Chihingiri keep them at bay? So Tolly just changing onto the fresh legs. Goes under the neck here now for Tolly Ulloa to pick up. Antonio, of course, is in there with him. Antonio in there with Tolly. Goes one way, goes the other way. Tries to outfox him. Leaves it for Bauti. Bauti comes forward here now. Bautista. Comes the big one. Decides to go on the run himself here now. Does Bautista. Bautista past one, but he's got Dante out there in front of him. But coming back at him there is Antonio. And if the ball falls free and Antonio doesn't get the backhand, which he did, and he gets the backhand, he's looking to unleash Gonza, but he's just been kept off that play there by Solari. Solari comes in, couldn't pick it up cleanly, and it is going to be Tolly to tidy it up for Habtoor. In pursuit of him, though, of course, is going to be Dante. A little backhand now for Bauti. Men have been allowed to get free, and he sends that one up here now, but it's out to the left-hand side for Ulloa. He's going to have to pull that one away and then try and make an attacking play as the ball goes dangerously close to that back line. And Dante looking to get in there and pick this up. But coming up onto it now is Gonza, and we get a whistle on the play. Let's have a look at the replay, because I just got lost through the boards. Couldn't quite see from where I'm sat. You see, takes it forward. Brings it up forward. You see, Tolly tries to come back, but plumb on the line. A little bit of discussion still going on there. So this is crucial as we have Solari dismounted looking for a fresh pony. So he gets himself mounted up again. And we have 40 seconds on the clock. Crucial. No fouls, no mistakes. For Chihingiri. Habtoor looking to see what they can pick out of this in the dying seconds. So Gonza brings it up forward here now. Gonza brings it up to his man. Looks to try and get past him. Does so. Picks up the play once again. Feeling strong. Is Gonzalito. Gonzalito keeps it short. Keeps the ball away from the man. The ball comes into the middle of the field. And it is going to be Tolly to do it. But it is coming onto it. It's going to be Dante Castagnola. Dante tries to leave that ball here now for Gonza. But it's going to be Antonio who just tries to welly into it. But the ball's left again. And Tolly manages to pick it up. Couldn't pick up the next one. But Gonza can. Gonza sends that ball out there for Mohamed Chihingiri. Mohamed, your moment's arrived here, sir. Up we go once again, going towards the goal. But it's just going a little wide. But next onto it is going to be Solari. Sends a backhand. First onto it, though, is called off it is Dante. And you see Antonio takes it down into the corner just to kill that time a little bit. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The hooter has gone. And we have a jubilant Chihingiri camp on screen there. With the final score being 6 goals it is for Habtoor, 7 for Chihingiri. The teams, of course, congratulate and thank each other for a well-fought game. It was fast, it was open. And a really good game to watch out there this afternoon. And this is the calibre of the Polo we're playing here in the Dubai Gold Cup. So that blows everything wide open here now, ladies and gentlemen. And so we have the chucker by chucker on screen, and after chucker number 1, it was 1 goal for Chihingiri. And then chucker number 2, it was 1-3 in favour of Chihingiri. At the end of chucker number 3, going into the half-time break, it was 5-2 for Chihingiri. But we had 3 goals scored by Habtoor for the 2 of Chihingiri, making it 5 goals to 7. Habtoor unable to score there. Sorry, Chihingiri unable to score under the relentless attack of Habtoor, who managed to score 1 in chucker number 5. With the final score running out, Chihingiri 7. Habtoor 6. And so the jubilant Chihingiri team return back as the shadows start to get a little bit longer here at Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club. There's no polo here tomorrow, but we have a game on Friday, 2 on Saturday, of course, so please tune in to Polo Line. I think tomorrow they're over at Deepak. And so there, Dante Castagnola smiles all round. And that's a good win for them here. So, there's Mohamed Chihingiri being given a congratulations by Namu. Maybe Namu will get the list out to me a bit earlier of the horses. So, unelated Mohamed Chihingiri. And Antonio Higgy. Big smiles all round from him, of course. Absolute little rabid warrior out there on the field. And there it is, we have Gonza being congratulated, of course. The mastermind of this team. And rightly so, big smile there from Gonza and all round. And now we'll go to some of the best goals for our Polo Line viewers. And that there was Antonio saving it off the line right at the end there. And Solari comes in and it leaves it there for Tolly just to finish off. And here Bautista getting away there from Gonza. A lot of work to do there when you've got the big man hunting you down. And here, coming forward up onto it, Tolly Ujo comes through. Had to work for this one hard. Comes forward, comes off the pony, but in there to finish it off is Solari. Making sure it's through those goals before peeling off. And this one here, Solari got away out there in front. Came from a backhand originally from Tolly, then Bauti fizzed that one up and put that one up forward nicely there for Solari. And up here now. Reverse neck shot there by Antonio. And it is Gonza up onto this here now. Puts that one away well. Took the man from a difficult position and put it nicely through. So up onto there. Bauti tries to get up onto that one there, but couldn't quite get to it back in time. And that was from Gonzalito Perez. And here, got hooked off out of it. That's the shot from just previous there. That was another one from Gonza, rather. Unfortunately for Bauti. Progressing through the goals. And here we go once again. Gonza off on the break here now. Gonza. Up the field he comes. Over the 30, over the 20. And just shadows that one through the goals. And so you have Dante Castagnola with a rightful big smile. And now we'll just go to a few of the stats of the game, which should be very interesting indeed. 6-7 the final score. Favor Chihingiri, 6 field goals by Chihingiri, 4 for Habtoor. Throw-ins, Chihingiri winning most of those, 10-6. Fouls. Too many by Chihingiri, they're giving 7 fouls away, only 4 for Habtoor, so clean for them. Penalties, 2 for 2 for Habtoor, 1 for 1 for Chihingiri. Did have a corner, but unfortunately that one did go wide, and no yellow cards, which is good to see here at Habtoor. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we look forward to you tuning in here on Friday afternoon for our next game. And, of course, look on our social media here at Habtoor for all the updates and the schedules. And so, for myself, Adam Snowden and Polo, thank you very much indeed. And we look forward to you tuning in on Friday.